Hi, this is Michelle from Pixels and Twine, and in this video we're just taking a quick look at some suggestions for anyone who is unsure about how to, say, structure or use their digital planner for 2021. So I suppose when it comes down to it, your digital planner is essentially a diary, a dated diary, which has your year and your quarterly year planner and your key dates. You have your month calendars that you can add any of your details to there. And within each of these tabs, each month has a calendar overview and a goals page, and that's all that's in there. And I've left them quite simple so that you can use all of your different month tabs as dividers to store anything which is relevant to that month in each of those sections. So that means that when you come up and have a look at your templates, you can choose templates that are relevant to your life this month or whichever particular month, and you can store those under those tabs. Okay. And then for anything that is not specific to a particular date and time, so it might be more of a theme, you can use the different note sections down the bottom here. So you have these 8 different dividers in the blue in this particular style, because of course I have different color themes and styles. If you look in the store, you'll see a variation. So you can set up to have 8 different topics. If I pop over to my index tab, you'll see, and this is just a mock-up example, but for myself, I do like to have a note section where just any quick notes can go in there. I have a finance section. Now, finances is something else that could go into those monthly tabs because most finances are assessed often on a monthly basis. For me personally, because that's a big thing for me, because I'm monitoring, my personal finances and my small business. So I do like to have them all in one section. You might choose to have your finance template. So things like your budget planner, your monthly income and expenses, check register, subscriptions, and so forth. You might choose to pop all of those within your monthly tabs. Okay, so it comes down to what suits your needs and what is most logical for the way that you need to access that information. Okay, so you do have those options. And again, things like, for me, journaling is something that I would put into one section, probably going back to the days of picking up a pen and paper journal, which was normally just, you write in it day after day, or you write in it sequentially in a more of a linear fashion. So I would just be adding whether I'm using the daily gratitude template or whether I'm just using, a lined paper template. I would be putting all of that together in one section. So here I've just allocated it to section 3, put a title on there. So either going into your edit mode, this is GoodNotes, just by the way, that I'm using here. So you can either just use your, your pen tool to write, or you can use the type tool, or you can create or purchase stickers from elsewhere to put in there for your title. Okay, so that's those there, and blog and work. So again, for work, I do in my own digital planner, I do have a work section in there, which is where I have popped in, say, my meeting notes and my meeting actions, along with some blank papers, just so that I'm ready to go, because in a lot of offices, meetings can be structured or they can happen spontaneously. So in that case, for those unsure how to do this, you'll just go through to your templates section, which you can access either from the index or the templates tab. Okay, come down to, let's say we want meeting notes, and in GoodNotes, I'm going to tap in the 3 dots in the very top right corner, copy this page, and I think it was section 6 that I set up. So work, yep. So I'm going to click the plus sign and paste this page after my current page. And then back again to templates, meeting actions, the same thing, copy, go to section 6, and I'm going to paste it after this page. Okay, and then I might go to my papers and grab, I'll go for a dotted, Yep, dotted page, copy, section 6, and paste that in there. Now that means that those are my 3 pages that are ready to go in that section. Obviously, if I wanted something different at the spur of a moment, I can just go up and grab it quickly, do that same process. If you've already got a page in a section, let's say we want to duplicate this one, you can actually go up and tap on the plus sign, and you can see there you have current template. If I tap on that, it's going to create a new one. And even, actually I'll do this first, even if you had written on that page, when you use the plus icon there and click on current template, it will create a fresh version. This is obviously, this is probably in the wrong position now. So over on the left hand side, you would click on thumbnails, and you can just drag and drop that into the right order and then just close. Okay. What else have we got here? That's pretty much it. It comes down to you having a look at what the templates are, what the needs are, and deciding whether it's best to be stored within a monthly tab or within one of those note sections. The other thing you could think about is if you have, say, a schedule, whether you're a student. So I have an academic planner and I have the general planner, but whichever planner you're using, whether you're a student, you probably have a weekly schedule which is going to remain the same for either a few months, such as a term, or maybe 6 months for a semester. That's something that you might look at quite frequently. And even if you're not a student, you might just have a routine where you go to physio on a set day of the week, you go to yoga on another day, you have set work hours in the office, you have a certain day that you drop your children at XYZ sports and so forth. So something like that you're going to reference quite commonly, quite frequently, I would suggest you actually put that at the very start. So I would go to the cover by clicking on the little home icon, and I would pop your schedule just inside that page, because that's just very easy to tap to your cover and swipe across. Okay, again, entirely up to you. You might decide you want to pop it in one of those 8 note sections, but again, up to you. Remember, of course, as well, that you do have that goal section. So even though I have populated these with my templates for your year goals and year in review, if you want to use this for a place to just keep all of your goal planning and goal setting, by all means, go for it. It's your planner. Now, just the DIY, remember, is just those sort of more blank templates. You can go through and add your own subheadings into these to create something that doesn't exist yet in terms of a template for your own needs. And you also have the extras section. The extras section is something that I've just set up with a white dot grid and black dot grid page. I use it to store things like stickers, so I don't have to go back to the large sticker book every time. So these would just be, say, stickers that you use commonly. There is an article on my blog about how to use stickers, how to import and so forth, but it simply, once you've placed them in there, you can drag and drop from, say, the Files app or from your Photos app, to set them all up and position them all neatly, and then you'll just use the select tool, the lasso tool, copy them, go to the page that you're going to paste them on, which I've already popped one in there, okay, and just hold and paste that in there. Okay, obviously you can resize, rotate, whatever you want to do. Okay, so that's the extra section. Of course, you could decide that that's not relevant to you, or you might even just decide to, paste your stickers on the front cover here, and then you could use this section for something completely different if that is more, if that suits your needs more. Okay, so you have the flexibility to do whatever suits your needs best. So just go through, have a look at what's in there, and do remember You don't need to use absolutely everything. Use the things that are going to help make your life simpler and more organized rather than trying to do too much and overcomplicate things.